What is going on, everybody? Welcome into Purple Parlor, episode 31. It's your boy S Cam here with Realistic Randy Rap. The boys are back together again. It's back-to-back weeks, and it's draft week. So we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of fun to have, and we're gonna get down to it right after this.
I say the same. I say the same. I say the same. Alright.
It is NFL draft week. How we doing, fellas? Randy Rap. Let's get it, man. It's draft week.
It's draft week, man. We're feeling real good, man.
We're feeling good, man. We got the news that we've been waiting for all off season long, and we've been strung along. Not really, I would say but I would say that certain members of the media allowed Aaron Rodgers to string the Vikings along as if JJ McCarthy is just not a factor. Well, that has been put to bed, damn it. KOC laying out the news once and for all. JJ McCarthy is ready to go. He is going to be the starter. Let's rock. It's about damn time.
Yeah. No, it is about time. Yeah, no, for sure, man. Hey, look, I've been waiting for this moment to come for a long time because a lot of people were concerned about the injury. Even me, like in the back of my mind, was like, all right, we still need to hear it. You know what I mean? Like, we still need to make sure. Like, we believe he was going to be all right, but we still needed to hear it. You know what I know. I think we kind of got confirmation today. He'd be all right.
Not even just that he was going to be all right, but also like, hey, he's a starter. Like, he's ready to go. Like, we all kind of had that feeling. But again, we didn't really hear it out of KOC's mouth or anybody else's mouth. Like, hey, he's ready to roll. He's going to get his reps. So, and he showed up for, which to nobody's surprise, he showed up for the off-season workouts as well. So if you guys didn't know, off-season workouts started today. So we're back in football, spring season, your 7-on-7, your flag football for you flag football people. But we're back, man. But again, yes, NFL draft, but we do have a couple storylines outside of obviously what we just talked about with KLC finally putting the stamp on JJ McCarthy being ready for team activities, and he's not going to be held back by anything, which is also great to hear. But also another bit of news, which it's exhausting, I know, but the Vikings and Kirk Cousins conversation has kind of been brought up again as far as coming in as a backup quarterback. He's not coming in to be the starter, but saying, hey, do the Vikings trade for Kirk Cousins? Yes, they'll be taking on a little bit of his cap hit, but you may be able to get a pick back in return. I think we saw a mock trade between the Falcons and the Vikings. And the Vikings were going to get a second-round pick in return for like a fifth-round pick, and they're taking on, I think, $15 million of his contract or somewhere along those lines.
It's 20 million, 21 million.
Was it 20? Was it 20 million? Okay. Yeah, and then a couple other kind of throwaway picks. But, again, I hate to talk about Kirk Cousins. I feel like we're way past that. But is that a legitimate option for the Vikings? Do you guys like that option for the Vikings? Especially if you're getting a second-round pick in return and Kirk Cousins is coming in to be the backup.
No. No. I don't even understand. He is not in the conversation at all. If the Vikings are so desperate for a backup quarterback, you can use my left butt cheek.
Yeah.
My left butt cheek will complete more passes in emergency situations with far less distractions other than the fact that you see my left butt cheek completing passes to wide receivers. That's it. I don't want to hear about Kirk Cousins or anybody else in the past. This is JJ McCarthy's team now. You want Brett Rippon to be your guy. You want to take Kyle McCord in the 7th round. You want to take some quarterback at the end of the draft, go right ahead. I don't want to hear about this guy anymore. He's gone.
Yeah.
He's a flameout. And I don't need that possibility of, oh, I learned my lesson. And meanwhile, he thinks he can recover his career back off of one bad game from JJ McCarthy. No, I want no parts of this. I feel way too good about McCarthy stepping in to then in the same breath, well, what do you think about Kirk Cousins? Man, fuck Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
We know Rap's answer. We know Rap's answer, huh?
I mean, you are. I mean, let's be honest, Brad. Like, do I even gotta say this shit? Like, it's a hell.
You know you gotta say it. You know you gotta say it.
It's first of all, I'm with Randy. It's a hell no for me. I don't give a damn if it was free. You feel me? Like, I just don't think it. I don't think that it's healthy. To be honest with you, for the team. I mean, the way and a lot of it has to do with the way he left. All right. If he would have left with some dignity, we would be having a different conversation. But this motherfucker just disrespected us, bro. Like, he took the money and ran. Like, blatantly took the money and ran. You do not come back from that, bro. I don't care. You made your bed. Now lay in that shit, dog. Like, you not coming back in. And on top of that, I feel like if he comes back, all this QB2 talk, I don't believe it. I think he'll feel like he's obligated. And I don't know if I want to deal with that. So at the hey, no, I will say this. I'll throw a name real quick. Teddy Bridgewater, man. I just released the video.
Sure.
Bring Teddy Bridgewater back home. I like that way better.
Sure.
Way better.
Like it's like a full circle moment. I like that aspect of it. But if it came down to Teddy having to play, then I might have some concern. Considering he's older now, I feel like just him mentally, he's in the mentor phase. Obviously, he's coaching his high school football team. I think they just won the state championship this past year. But I just think he's in mentor mode.
But he's only 33 though.
Yeah, but I mean, some guys check out a whole lot earlier than others,
and
Teddy's one of those guys, which I wouldn't be opposed to if we weren't expecting him to play at the end of the day. If he was QB2 and JJ McCarthy is QB1, and then say something happens with JJ McCarthy, Teddy's not getting in. It's ripe. I'm cool with that. I personally like, and I'll get to my Kirk Cousins side of things. I personally like trading for a guy like Sam Howell. He reminds me a lot of kind of a Baker Mayfield type of player, scrappy. He can sling the rock. You can get him for 6th, 7th round pick. Why not? Reminds me of he can sling the ball kind of almost like a Nick Mullins. So I feel like that would kind of fit perfect. KLC kind of put his magic touch on him, clean him up a little bit, put a little shine on him. And if needed, I think Sam Howell can win some games. But back to the Kirk Cousins thing. Me personally, if I'm looking just at the trade aspect of things and the cap room that you still got this offseason, and you're getting a 2nd round pick in return, and you're giving up like I think it's a 6th and a 7th or a 5th and a 7th or something like that. If I'm just looking at the trade aspect and I say, you know what, we'll take on that $20 million this year. We got a viable backup. We got a 2nd round pick, so we're not really pressed to trade down from that 1st round pick. But then you start thinking of the context of things. If Kirk Cousins does come in, yes, it's a viable backup when it comes to having to play your backup. Yes, I believe he can be a good mentor, but compared to Teddy Bridgewater, he's not in that mentor phase of his life. To him, he can still go out there and he can still, sling it.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the case per se. So I don't think he's in the right mental space to come in and be a QB2, because he's going to come in and he's going to want to be competitive, or maybe he doesn't want to be competitive and he doesn't want to come here. And that's probably more of the case than what I'm trying to say. But I just don't think he's going to be in JJ McCarthy's best interest for a backup in that position. You got to bring in a guy that understands he's the backup. He's here to help the starting quarterback as much as he can. And if he needs to play, he can go out there and he can still play. Kirk Cousins doesn't fit that entire criteria. You're in a very touchy position as a franchise with a young franchise quarterback that you just drafted. So you got to give him every opportunity to blossom into that franchise quarterback that you expect him to be. And Kirk Cousins doesn't give him the best chance to do that, unfortunately. But I'm cool on the Kirk Cousins thing. I'm pulling.
And do you want the Kirk stands to reemerge? Because I damn sure don't.
That's the biggest thing.
Are you
man.
ready
Who
for that, bro?
cares?
Like, are you ready
Who
for
the
that?
fuck cares?
It's
Kirk Cousins is back. So the fuck what?
The moment we sign Kirk Cousins, Randy, I can guarantee you there's going to be a ton of Vikings fans that are going to be like, he needs to be QB1 before he throws a football in Minnesota again. He will be labeled QB1 off the back. I'm not trying to have those arguments, bro, because I'm gonna want to fight for real. Like we gonna be having real fights this time, dog. Like straight up, like hey, all the Kirk stands meet us, Minnesota. Hey, we going head to head, man.
What was this West Side Story? Snapping our fingers down the street. Who cares? Fuck Kirk Cousins, respectfully. I don't want him on this team. Let him be a financial burden to somebody else. He had his chance. He had, 6 years?
Yeah.
6 GD years with this team?
Yeah.
Nah, man. Come on.
Yeah.
One playoff win?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good playoff win.
Okay.
Barely win overtime.
Barely.
Had to go into the extra round just to get the dub too, boy. Won by the skin of your teeth.
And on top of not wanting to hear from the Kurt stands, if not more, I don't want to hear from the Kirk haters. And I get it. I'm not a Kirk fan. When he was my quarterback, I was a Kirk fan because he was the Minnesota Vikings quarterback. Yeah. And he wasn't horrible. He was, he'd do his thing and just fold in the big moments. But like, I hate the hate. Like, just love your team. But anyways, man, I don't want to hear from Kirk.
No, we're moving on.
Hear from Kirk haters.
Yeah, no, I did miss, the curb sessions, man. Like, that is one thing that I would look forward to doing.
Yeah, content generator for sure.
Because we would figure out a way to, even if he didn't throw a football, we would just curb stomp him for the way he held the iPad. You know what I mean? We would find it. We would find something. You know what I'm saying?
Why does he have his helmet on and shit on the
why is he holding the iPad with his left hand and shit? You know what I'm saying? Oh, this motherfucker can't even be a backup good. Like, nah.
Man, yeah, it'd be a whole other topic.
I've been interested in moving on from this guy for now. The second straight year.
Yeah, me too.
He's a guy that used to play for my favorite team. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. I think we've all moved on.
Yeah, we can move on. And we can move on now. You know what I mean? Hopefully it doesn't happen, SK. Hopefully you didn't speak that into existence. Real quick, man, before we move on, though, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Papa Gary, Adam, man. Baba Fage up. And shout out to my Skull Bro, man, Skull Mafia, for getting y'all pictures right, man. I see you made all them custom pictures for y'all, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out Chance B. I see you in the building. Norris, man. Adam. Did I say Adam already? Shout out Adam as always. We can double shout out Adam for sure. Papa Gary, man. Marshall was good, man. Queen Mary, who are you, my ninja? Shout out to you, man. With a name like that, I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to Jay, man, for sure. I see you in the building, man. Better late than never. Mr. I want to mock Gladiator. What's good with you, gang? And that's it, man. Shout out y'all, man. Y'all make sure hit the like button, man. Let's go.
There you go. Jay Guido's wanted the horn, so he got the horn. Shout out Jay, man. He's always supporting.
He wants the anchor man. He wants Purple Papa's anchor man, but we ain't doing that. Anchor man gone, man. We gotta get a new soundboard. I still have it on the soundboard, but we not playing it.
So we gotta find something for Jay.
It's not in the Vikingism no more.
But we got a fun show for you guys, like I said before, somewhat along the same lines that we did last week. We're going to do a mock draft. We're gonna play roles. We're gonna let the first person do that. Do you guys want to do the mock draft first, or you guys want to do the snake draft?
Let's do the snake draft, because I think that's a fun prep for the Vikings mock draft.
Yeah, we got a fun snake draft for you guys today. We're not necessarily just focusing on the Minnesota Vikings. We are focusing on the entire NFL. So the variety is going to be very, very wide. So we are going to do our biggest NFL draft bust of all time. We're going to do 4 rounds. We're going to do a random order. So I'll let you guys know now, whoever puts the order of the snake draft picks in the chat first, that will be the order we go with. So go ahead and do that now. But we are picking the biggest NFL draft bust of all time. So the worse your team is at the end of this, the better your team is in a sense, if that makes sense. So you want to draft the biggest draft bust of all time, the worst of the worst.
Chance B got it right. He got it first. So he got
Rap
Rap SK Randy.
Okay. All right.
Oh
Perfect
man.
timing. Perfect timing.
Go,
So I don't know. Me and Randy discussed some guys that we want to pick. Not names, but
and
we
if
have
it's
an
a
idea.
quarterback, and I'm probably about to drop a bomb on y'all, or I'm probably
here we go.
Most likely, if y'all think the same way I think, then we gonna see. We gonna see when I say the name, because I already got the name. I'm going off at the top of the dome. There's a couple.
We did kind of give our hand away before this started, so I have a feeling that Rap will steal our answer here.
Man, imagine.
We'll see.
Imagine.
All right. So we going. So I go first. First pick.
Yep.
Yes, and make sure you guys put your votes in the chat once we're up. We're gonna do 4 rounds. So go ahead and put up who won. I think who won last time? Was it me? I think I won last time, right?
Bullshit.
I think I won. I think
mine was. I think it was me, Brad.
I think I came in last, but I think
RAP's won.
I think I might have got that one.
But we can go back and check the record, though. You know what I'm saying?
We will.
We can go back and check the
record.
record.
I should have wrote it down.
I'm gonna write this down. Right. This is about to hit y'all. All right, Knowledge. Shout out Knowledge. He said Ryan Leaf is this quarterback. Nah, I ain't going that way. I'm going somewhere different.
So Rap is officially on the clock.
I am on the clock. And the Rapsters select Jamarcus Russell, LSU, man, quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
That's a rightful one right there.
Okay,
so let me write that down. Rap picks Jamarcus Russell. All right, I'm going to go with. We'll follow that up with another quarterback, and I'm gonna go Ryan Leaf. I wanted Jamarcus Russell though, man. The funniest thing is him getting drafted and then them giving him game film on blank DVDs, and then when he comes,
so what you learn from it?
Yeah. So when he comes back to the team facility, they ask him, "Hey, so did you watch the film? Like, what did you get from it?" "Oh yeah, coach, I got it. I got this and this and this and this." So that was my tiebreaker. So you got your guy, but I'll take Ryan Leaf.
All right. So I'm next.
Yes.
All right. Anthony Richardson.
Oh.
Whoa.
Rich gang.
Whoa. Relax, Randy. Relax. Hey, listen.
No, there is no listening. He's a bust. Dude sucks. I'm taking as many victory laps as I can around Anthony Richardson.
Relax.
Nope.
Brother, relax.
I relaxed. I let all of y'all Anthony Richardson fanboys have your moments.
Rich gang.
AR-15. I'll let y'all have it. I sat there, just shut the hell up. All right, these draft experts, I'm going to let them have it. What do I know? I don't know shit. Dude can't complete a check down pass, but he's like the greatest prospect of all time. This dude sucks.
He's a great athlete, Randy.
Oh, he's a great athlete, all right. Run track. Run against Noah Lyles in a 400-meter dash.
And just so the chat knows, these are top 5 picks. So guys like Johnny Manziel aren't qualified. Like, these are top 5 picks of all time. Randy, you got back-to-back.
Hold on. They got to be top 5? I thought they can just be first-round busts. They got to be top 5?
No. Top 5, bud.
Richardson was 4th overall.
Yeah,
he was 4th. No, I'm not saying you did it wrong. I'm just saying because I didn't say that before. So the chat.
Dang, because my next one was number 8 too, man, and this one was nasty.
Okay, we'll do top 10 for Rap. We'll
No, it's not. I mean, we could do top 5. I just numbers. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, this one was nasty work. I mean, but if y'all want to do top 10, the names are a little more. There's a little more to pick from that are bad for sure.
Just okay. Well, you got time to think about it. So, Randy, you got another pick.
So we sticking to top 5, right? We're doing top 5.
Top 5.
Okay. All right. All right, let me think of let me look real quick because I my next pick in line was an 8. He was
It's
an 8
on
pick,
Randy
so-
anyways.
My next pick was 32, but I can't do that. And plus, that would be me piling on,
See,
which it's like that would be disrespectful.
chat,
I'm not going to do
chat.
that.
I want y'all to realize, Rap and Randy don't pay attention to the group chat.
Yeah,
They don't.
No,
they
for
don't
sure.
read
No,
my
because I
text
thought it was
messages.
first round. I thought it was first round bus.
They don't read my text messages.
But it's
man.
all right because I got my
This
next
how
one
much-
already. This one
this is how much
nasty
I'm
work. But let me
disrespected over
just tell the chat real quick who I was gonna pick though was Tavion Austin, bro. Because listen, Tavion Austin might have
Tavon
had
Austin, yeah.
right. He might have had one of the best college highlight tapes ever. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the. I mean, he was nasty in college, bro. Like for him to get in the NFL and do what he did, man, is heartbreaking. Like for real. So, but I got somebody else though. Go ahead. We waiting on you, Randy. Go ahead.
Oh,
See, you guys should have read the text.
I should have read the text.
You guys
Okay.
don't know what these guys put me through, man.
No, I already got my next one. Who is? I mean, it wasn't as bad, but still bad.
I'm trying to think of a running back now, or a wide.
I can give you a name for running back. A
Ooh,
guy that went to Alabama.
Oh, that guy. He got picked in the
drafted
top
by
3?
the Browns.
Is it Lacey? No, who was it?
No, went to the Colts after 2 seasons.
Damn.
Trent. Not Trent.
Yeah, it's Trent.
Yeah.
Trent. The dreadlocks.
Trent Richardson.
Trent Richardson.
Yep.
Oh
Trent
my God!
Richardson.
Didn't he have a really good rookie year?
Yeah,
and then like just fell apart the rest of the way. Yeah,
and they
Trent
traded
Richardson.
him a year later.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Trent Richardson.
All right, Trent Richardson. That's a good one. I like that one.
Okay.
I like that one. Okay. All right.
I'm going to go, and you know what? I'm gonna elaborate here. I take pride in this one, just like Randy took pride in his Anthony Richardson pick. This is one I solely take so much pride in because I told people, I said, if you draft him, if you trade up and draft this guy, he is going to ruin your franchise for at least the next 5 to 7 years. And that guy is Trey Lance. Obviously, I don't need to go into stats because there is no stats.
There's nothing to break down. Yeah.
There's nothing to break down. The guy was drafted 3rd overall, went to the 49ers, played 6 games, got banged up, wasn't impressive. Just, I knew it. So Trey Lance is going to be my 2nd round pick. Good kid, though.
I'm gonna go. You said we can't go Johnny Manziel. Didn't Johnny Manziel get drafted?
No, Johnny was 22nd, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna go Brady Quinn.
He wasn't top 5.
Was he not top 5? I thought he got drafted.
Let me fact check that.
Hold on.
I remember specifically
the Browns got him. The Browns were ass. You sure? He wasn't? Okay. Well, I'll look more. But I'm on my next one.
22nd overall.
22nd. There you go.
Can I admit something? I openly was hoping that the Vikings would take Brady Quinn over Adrian Peterson in that draft.
Oh man,
rooting for it. Man. You gotta take Brady Quinn.
Let me think in the last. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go Cleveland Farrell. I think he was. All right, so he was number 4. Cleveland.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. That's actually a really good one.
I go Cleveland Farrell because I remember him coming out of Clemson. He was supposed to be like the next JJ Watt type shit. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
I don't think Reggie Bush was a bust. I think Reggie Bush was
he wasn't. No.
He wasn't what he was coming out of college, but he still was serviceable. So
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right, I got a good one for you guys. So, he's on his 4th team. He's still in the league. He's on his 4th team.
Mm-hmm.
He was the highest drafted player at his position. This position has never been drafted this high or higher than this pick. and that is
Blair
former
Walsh.
Falcon,
Jeff Okudah. I already know
former Texan,
he about to Jeff Okudah the shit.
current
Bruh,
Minnesota
don't
Vikings.
talk too fast, bro.
Jeff
I'm telling you.
Okudah.
Yeah, you lost.
Jeff
You lost.
Okudah was drafted number 3
SK1.
overall. Has given up 102 passer rating when thrown at, and has just been a complete flop by the Detroit Lions. Shout out Detroit Lions. Jeff Okudah is my next pick.
Bro.
I hope he balls out this year.
Finally.
I'm trying to think of
if Brian Flores can turn Jeff Okudah's career around,
he can't. No one can.
He can't.
So I
It's
got
over.
Jamarcus Russell, Cleveland Fair. I'm trying to think of another Raider.
Another Raider. He's just looking at all the trash teams.
Because you
All
know
right,
the
Randy,
Raiders
it's on
ass.
you got back-to-back picks.
It's my turn, huh?
Yep.
I am going to go. All right, this is going to seem unfair, but Robert Griffin III. I'm sorry.
Ooh,
Hold
he
on,
was
wait
on
a
my
second.
list.
No,
Wait a
we're
second.
we're doing this.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
doing this.
absolutely doing this.
We're doing this. You get drafted from Baylor. You're the man. You're supposed to be the new starting quarterback. You have an all-time great rookie season. And then you lose your job. You get hurt, whatever. And you're forever now in the shadows of the 4th round pick that was selected 2 picks after you, Kirk Cousins. No. You're a bust. And I know I already picked the quarterback. I'm not interested in building an all-time bust team. I'm just interested in the storylines and why I'm picking these players. But I've never seen anything like this happen before. So much promise to reduce to nothing. RG3.
Yeah.
Come on down.
Yeah, it was rough after that first season.
Yeah.
Granted, the injuries I felt kind of derailed his path, but I was never a real big believer, even though he had that ridiculous run on us to beat us. Was that in overtime or into the 4th quarter, something like that?
I know it was at FedEx Field. I just don't remember if it was regular season or playoffs. But that was a good run.
I need you to look this up though.
Next
this is my
pick for Randy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I can look it up then. Go ahead, Randy.
Oh, that's right. I get back to back. Who's an easy?
This is your last pick too, by the way.
Jaguars draft history. Let's go to the Jaguars.
Everybody comment in the chat. It's top 5 draft picks of all time.
Top 5.
A lot of you guys are saying later draft picks, top 15 draft picks.
Damn.
Top 5. There's a lot of good ones still out there.
Yeah, there is.
Or
there
bad
is.
ones, depending on what you want to.
Trevor Lawrence.
Wow.
That's not that good.
Wow.
You can think it's not good. I say it's good. Trevor Lawrence. Nah, man. You know what Trevor Lawrence is a product of? Loosely throwing around the term legendary. This is going to be the next
I got a good one.
Legendary quarterback. Never lost the game in high school. Won a national championship at Clemson. This man is destined for greatness. He's going to go to Jacksonville. Of course, they're going to win in that sorry-ass division. And now he went from a generational quarterback to a quarterback they don't even know that they can trust moving forward. Bust.
He's on the hot seat year. This is a hot seat year for him for sure.
He's a bust.
For sure. Ooh, okay. All right, Randy's team's complete. This is my last pick of the draft. again, there's still a lot of good names out there. I could go way back and reach for guys like Tony Mandrich by the Packers and pick number 2 overall. If you guys remember that, I think he was an offensive tackle, but he's supposed to just be this ridiculous, Hall of Fame offensive lineman, and he ended up getting busted for steroids and a bunch of other stuff, and it obviously didn't pan out. I can go with guys like Joey Harrington, who is, I think, picked number 2 overall, if I'm not mistaken, supposed to come in and do his thing. I'm not going to reach that far back. I can reach back to Tim Couch for the Browns if I wanted to, but I'm not going to reach that far back. I'm going to keep it somewhat relevant and, recent. And I'm going to go Zach Wilson. He's my guy. I was one of his fans coming out of college. Oh, if the Vikings could get Zach Wilson, thing would, I'm ready for it. Ends up going to the Jets, which again, the Jets aren't the best organization to take on a quarterback. So we're kind of selling them short there. But I got to go Zach Wilson, man. Just obviously hasn't panned out. Not what I was expecting his career to look like. So I'm going to go Zach Wilson.
All right. I'm going to go. I'll stick with quarterback too. I'll feed off of the Trevor Lawrence and the Zach Wilson type of vibe. I'm going to go Daniel Jones. All right.
Okay. No, was he number 5?
Yeah, he was number 5.
Okay.
Was he? Okay.
I mean, look.
Won a playoff game.
He won a playoff game, but it's obvious that now he's on the Colts, which has an opportunity to start there, I think, right? I think there's an
opportunity,
especially with Randy's
2 busts on their roster.
No, especially with Randy's take, talking about your boy a Rich Gang. You know what I'm saying? Rich Gang. Let's call it for what it is. Listen, if Rich Gang would have got drafted to the Vikings, man, we would have been the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna say that. But it didn't pan out like that. But I will say, man, Daniel Jones, I mean, you got to consider him because he's still super young, but yet he was drafted with the 5th overall pick, but he's not the franchise quarterback because now he's on his 3rd team. So, like, those are signs of bust. You know what I'm saying? Or definitely not living up to expectations. He should have never got drafted number 5 to start with. But, like, hey, it is what it is. So I'll go with that. So I got. All right, so here I'm gonna type these in. I'm gonna type all of them together in one message this time because last time I did them separate so that we can just post them. So let's see, Jamarcus.
Now I won this one, man.
I don't know, man.
There's no way.
I don't know.
No way.
I don't know, man.
Cleveland.
So, Rap, you got Jamarcus Russell. You have
Cleveland Farrell,
Daniel
Jones.
Oh no, you have back to back, so you have one more pick.
Oh, we got it's 4, right?
Yeah.
Can somebody check Courtney Brown? When was Courtney Brown drafted, the defensive end for the Browns? He was drafted back in the day.
Courtney Brown?
Yeah,
definitely not top 5.
Cortland Finnegan?
No, let's see. Courtney Brown. Let me see when he was drafted, like what position. Yeah, he was number 1 overall pick. Yeah, he was picked number 1. That's right, in 2000.
When was that?
In 2000. Hey,
really?
You don't even know who that is, innit?
Yeah. I don't know.
I think I just won with that one. He went to Penn State. He was a beast at Penn State. A beast. He was almost like your Abdul.
He wasn't
Carters.
A corner.
No, he was a defensive end. He was like your Abdul Carters and your Micah Parsons. Imagine all that hype and then getting into the NFL and being straight.
Oh, that's
ass. No,
okay.
He did have a couple
rap
good
is
seasons.
Jamarcus, Cleveland Farrell, Daniel Jones, and Courtney Brown.
Yeah, Courtney Brown.
His name. Randy is your first one was Anthony Richardson. Second one was Trent Richardson, RG3, and then Trevor Lawrence.
Yep.
Mine was Ryan Leaf, Trey Lance, Jeff Okudah, and Zach Wilson. I don't know. I think I won, man. I got the worst quarterbacks, I feel.
No.
Hold on. What
Sto-
was Anthony Richardson, Trent Richardson, right?
Yeah, RG3 and Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, you can probably start those now.
Richardson.
About to have another instance of storming the Capitol, man. I'm getting screwed over here.
Yeah, I think the Trevor Lawrence. I think the Trevor Lawrence did you, bro.
He's a bust. What
I mean,
what else is he?
I don't know if he's considered a bust yet because he's mid. He's mid.
Yet.
He's mid.
Oh
He's
man,
still on the same team that
Generational
drafted
quarterback is mid.
Oh, he has
SK,
one-
what was yours again?
Mine was Ryan Leaf,
Ryan Leaf,
Trey Lance,
Trey Lance,
Jeff Okuda.
which is crazy. You shouldn't win just because of that.
Oh,
And
so
he-
we're
and he on
we're
our
the crazy
team.
ones, huh?
You should be supporting that boy. That boy
Zach
about to be
Wilson.
CB1.
Not my CB1.
Who, Jeff Okuda?
Not my CB1.
Jeff Okuda about to be CB1. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's out playing Blackman.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And
That
then
ain't that's not hard to do.
Okay.
So when we either sign Shaq Griffin or who else? God damn it, his name's slipping my mind right now. I don't know why. Asante Samuel.
Didn't we
Jr., I
let
don't know
Shaq
why.
Griffin? Didn't Shaq Griffin go visit Seattle? Like,
He
are we bringing
visited.
him back?
I think he's still a free agent right now.
He's still a free agent. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
still a free agent. We're just waiting until after this draft.
Nah, let's just
So-
get Kobe Bryant, fix all those problems.
Yeah, so you guys go ahead. Jay says Randy. Jay picks Randy on this one. You guys go ahead and vote. Put whichever snake draft you guys like the best. Just put the name. Randy's one.
North said,
up
"Don't
on
do
the-
drugs, rap."
Don't do drugs, rap. Rap, don't do drugs.
And y'all gonna quit hating off Jeff Okuda this year, bro. Like Jeff.
I
Okuda
hope.
been
I
show
really
y'all.
do. I really do rap. I hope we stop hating
Jeff
on him.
Okuda like that.
He's got to give me a reason to stop hating on him. So
He's
I
my
hope he-
underdog. He's my underdog. I'm rooting for this year all year. I'm finna Jeff Okuda.
All right,
to heaven. Yes.
you're attaching your hip to him.
Mhm.
All right,
Yup.
so you're gonna get all the criticism.
Yup.
You're gonna get all of it when he gets cut, just like Cam Dantzler did.
Nah, he ain't getting cut.
You're gonna tie right in. You guys are gonna tie.
If he get
You-
cut, I'm gonna be heartbroken.
Man, you in garbage corners. I don't know what it is, Rap.
Bro,
You just
Cameron
gotta-
Dantzler was not garbage. Name me a better cornerback we had on our team in 2022. I mean, in 2020.
That doesn't mean he's not garbage.
2020, 2021. Name me a better cornerback we had.
That doesn't mean he's not garbage, though.
Listen, it's obvious that
Listen.
Cam Dantzler got put off this team based off of attitude issues. That's it.
Yeah, and he supposedly cleared them up, right?
Mike Zimmer them did Cam Dantzler wrong, bro.
He
They
did
this
Cam
man
Dantzler
wrong,
exactly.
bro.
We can
He-
only use that excuse for so long.
Exactly.
Cam Dantzler led the team in interceptions. He caused all the fumbles.
How many do you have? Like
He was an
two.
opportunity. Yeah, with like two or
When we
three
had-
forced fumbles too.
When we
Nobody
had
else
the
was doing it.
worst Vikings in Mike Zimmer's tenure, worse than the Ed Donatel defense.
Quit hating off the needle, man.
Where is the needle now?
Of the Brahmas,
On the
as you
Bra-
call it, the Brahmas,
exactly.
the
He's
UFL, my
probably
boy
not
in the
even starting over
UFL.
there. Probably not even starting over there. Shout
Hey,
out
for
Cam
real, I was
Dantzler.
looking for it the other day. I seen that. I'm like, yeah, where my boy at?
Yeah, we know. The only time you're gonna see him in his jersey is on his Instagram, his profile picture.
I'm waiting for Cam Dantzler to have like a 3-pick game in the UFL so I can hold it on SK ass. I'm gonna be like, see, told you. Look at that out there dominating in San Antonio.
Man's gonna get a special team tackle, and I'm gonna get a text from Rap saying, "You see that tackle by Cam? He's nice. He should be on the Vikings right now." But that'll be our snake draft.
I'm over.
It looks like we got one for Randy, two for Randy.
Yeah, I didn't
one
even get a
for
vote.
me.
All right, F y'all.
Yeah,
No, I'm just playing.
Telling
Yeah.
y'all.
it's looking like Randy might have got this one, unless somebody wants to come through.
I
and
won
help
the
your
last
boy.
one. You know, it's just because y'all don't know how y'all not gonna vote Jamarcus Russell out of all the quarterbacks that everybody picked. He is the worst. This man decided to do lean. He decided to not even practice, get fat, all type of. He did everything wrong. All right, it don't get any worse than Jamarcus Russell being the #1 pick in the draft and turning out to how he turned out. I should win based off of that pick alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keep it real. But I see how y'all doing. It's all right. It's all right.
It's all right. Look,
I'll take the L. I'll take the L.
Yeah, Rap's been taking all the L's on Purple Parlor.
I'm telling you.
All right. Yeah, he's taking all the
so
L's.
far. 2025.
Damn.
It's a new year.
I'm taking all the L's, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, all right, I got one vote. There we go. Papa Gary. He said I choose Rap.
That's a pity vote. That's a pity vote.
No, I had to sell them. See, I don't think they were aware of how bad Jamarcus Russell was.
That's
you know what I'm saying. It is.
Like, okay.
I say Jamarcus Russell. I think it flew over their head a little bit. Jamarcus Russell, guys, go back and pay attention. Jamarcus Russell.
Scouts knew Jamarcus Russell out of LSU had a bad attitude. Everybody thought that Anthony Richardson was great.
Was going to be good, yeah.
No. Are we doing this right now? Because my guy is considered the biggest draft bust of all time. Drafted before Peyton Manning. Didn't have any issues. Didn't have any attitude. Ryan Leaf.
Oh,
yeah.
This guy was supposed to be better.
Well, I feel like we should have eliminated him, to be real, because he is like
so now we're
but because you know, and I know that he is like, I mean, come on, he's like the biggest bust in NFL history. I think he's the obvious pick. You should have did a little more homework.
You had the #1 pick.
I'm just saying. I mean,
you had the #1
and
pick.
I didn't want to do Ryan Leaf because that is so obvious. I had to go with Jamarcus Russell.
All right, Brad. All right, this is what we're doing.
I'll take the L, man. I'll take the L.
This is what we're doing. Okay, I guess this is what we're doing now.
All right, I'll take the L. They talk about Rap forcing trades again.
Yeah, he forcing trade. Oh, we're not gonna count that guy because he's he was up.
I'm being a sore loser right now, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like to lose. I'm too competitive.
All right, so that brings us to our final mock draft of 2025.
Let's go.
Our final mock draft. We're going to do it like we did last week. We are each going to play a role. So the first person that puts up the comment of what roles we should play, we're going to do Brian Flores, KOC,
and stick with him.
You said what?
We're not going to stick with him?
Oh, what? Did you guys want to stick with him? I thought
I don't care.
I feel like, man, we adopted those roles
it's
perfectly.
The same right here. Barber did it the same exact way anyway. So there we go.
Yeah, he did do it the same way. Fuck it. All right, we're doing it the same way then. I guess I'm B-Flow.
Let's do it. and just to be clear, all right, as the GM, Kwesi Adafo-Mensah, like, I have the power to just be like, we're going to do whatever the hell I want. But I don't want to do that. You know why?
Trying to collaborate.
# collaboration. I want the input of the two of you before anything else. Because I value that more in this organization.
There we go.
All right. Now look, you know what? B-Flow, he did us dirty, man, with Nah, that wasn't B-Flow. Never mind.
My picks were great, pal.
Lewis didn't do that.
No. B-Flow was good. He just went too Zimmer.
Don't question my method.
He was uncertain. See, I knew exactly what we needed. I was confident in our picks. Very intentional. B-Flow was too uncertain last time. Too uncertain.
It wasn't. I know what I want. I was very certain, KO. But I'm in a good mood today. It's draft week. Let's get it going, fellas.
Let's do it.
We're not trading up, right, Kwesi? I'm really a fan of trading down here if we don't got a guy. My guy.
Wait a second.
Go ahead.
Wait a second. Can we look at the board first? Can we see, see who's available?
No trade. Nobody wants to trade with us.
Now,
okay.
Now,
I'm with it.
Me being an offensive-minded person, I mean, I don't want this to sound selfish or anything like that. You know,
Give your thoughts.
And I kind of don't want this to go the same exact way. Colston Loveland's on the board.
Yeah,
Kelvin Banks is on the board. Gray Zabel's on the board. I mean,
okay.
I'm saying those would be my guys that are on my chart right now that I would say would benefit us the most going into the 2025 season. I feel like all of those names that I just named would actually make an instant impact right now. But I'll give B-Flow the floor because I'm willing to, work and trade back with this as well. So I'm kind of okay with anything. I'm all about collaboration tonight.
We went offense last week. Let's go defense.
Yeah, see, the problem here is I don't like my options here.
Okay.
I love the player that Starks is, but we got a guy in Metellus who's gonna come in and replace Harry once Harry leaves after this season. And then we got a guy in Theo Jackson who I love, who's really kind of come into his own to fill that other safety position. So I mean, if we were gonna go defense here with the way the board is fallen, Starks probably would be the pick. I'm mad the Packers went and grabbed Nolan right before us, unfortunately, because I wanted to address that interior defensive line a little more, get us some depth. But if we do go defense, I would have to say Starks, and that's kind of a more so a plan for the future because we still got Harry back there. Yes, he's not going to be an every down type of guy, but that would be the only defensive player that I feel we should really take right here at 24.
Kwesi, Starks, Loveland. Think about it.
Okay, for the sake of variability, we went Loveland last week. B-Flow, I don't hear the confidence in Malachi Starks. I hear you saying if we have to go there, it can work. But for the sake of differential last week, if we are going to stay offense, KOC, I like Gray Zabel.
Gray Zabel.
Now, don't get me wrong here.
Okay.
I do like Starks. The thing is, if we're looking for a day one game changer or a day one starter, just like Colston Loveland, those are two guys that may not start week one. Those are guys that are going to be a part of our franchise in the future.
Wait a minute.
I really like Starks, but he's not going to be a day one starter.
No, Starks will not be a day one starter.
No,
and I agree with that.
Zabel would.
Zabel will, and Loveland will, because tight ends, as we know, you can have two. You can have two of them, being T.J. Hawkinson and Loveland, and they both will have sets that sometimes both of them will be in at the same time, spreading the field. And then you have one or the other will be in. So those two picks are my guys that I think this team would benefit from at the moment. But again, I'm okay with trading back too. I mean, really, I think we should leave this up to Kwesi. Zabel, we know Zabel will come in right away and solidify this offensive line, protect our asset at quarterback and JJ McCarthy, and it will also benefit our run game. I mean, this dude's a monster. He can move to guard. He can play center. He can play tackle. I mean, you can't really go wrong with Gray.
I think we got to look at this and ask ourselves, who's the best prospect here? We put ourselves in a position this offseason to draft best available at this pick. Who is the best prospect out of those three?
I got to say Zabel.
Starks, or Zabel.
And well, that's hard because Loveland.
It's up to you, Kwesi. This is on you, Kwesi.
This is on you, Kwesi. Yeah, because Loveland and our quarterback, our franchise quarterback, played together in college and obviously had a ton of success. So that's obviously something there that we're gonna have to definitely put some weight on that. But Gray Zabel also is the type of guy, in my opinion, that's also going to protect our franchise quarterback and JJ McCarthy, being that he's versatile. And we boasted up the offensive line. He would honestly be the last piece, the missing piece. We don't have to talk about Dalton Reisner coming back. I mean, we got to let him go. All right. He did what he did for us, but we got to let him walk. Gray Zabel can fix that. Blake Brandell can go back to being a depth piece, which I think he's really good at. and I would feel comfortable with that. So I'm cool with Zabel. I think I would go Zabel here if it was my choice. But Quasi, it's on you.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna go
think
Gray Zabel just because the risk of trying to trade down and hope that he's still there is too big of a risk to take. And again, just for the sake of being different from last week, we took the tight end from Michigan. So I'm gonna go Gray Zabel this
Let's
time
go.
around. Let's go.
Yeah.
Gray
Offensive line
Zabel.
solidified.
Let's go. Fellas, we just went from having a top 5 offensive line going into 2025 to having a top 2 offensive line, and we ain't number 2. God damn it!
Wait, was
You know what I
Harmon on the
mean?
board? I think Harmon was
Well,
on the board.
that depends on Chris Cooper. That's,
Yeah,
that's a whole
yeah.
different thing.
Well, you need to fire his ass, Quasi. I'm sick of his shit.
Collaboration.
Collaboration, guys.
I believe he can learn.
Let's see what we have here, defensive wise.
All right. So we have a lot of trade options there, Quasi. We got some teams, beating the jack right now.
103.
Yeah, I mean, they beating the jack. We got 103, 106, 112, 124, and 166. Now, I'm liking the 103 and 106. I know B Flow's on board with that, but hey, we can have the conversation.
Let's see who we got.
Yeah, who's available.
All right. So is there any position defensively you want me to look at?
Let's just see what they got here. This is looking like a good trade down spot, at least defensive wise.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking like a good trade down option here.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Quasi?
Here,
I need
go.
someone.
Let's do this.
Go
Let's
ahead.
do this. I'll go. I'm gonna do this to make it a little easier. I'm gonna go defense interior, and I'm gonna go. This will clean up the board so that we can really see what we're looking at here, because we're definitely going defense here. That's like kind of
Yeah.
All right, so boom. There's cornerbacks and defensive interior. I mean, I could add edge, but I don't think we need edge B Flow. Can you agree with that? I think we got Dallas Turner's going to step up.
Unless there's somebody there that really shouldn't be there that fell.
And that would only be Abdul Carter. So if it ain't
I
him,
think, personally, if we're looking for defense, let's trade
Pierce.
down and grab some more draft capital.
Okay. All right. So you guys want to do, and I'm really with you guys. I'm on board with you guys with whichever situation you pick here, other than 166 and 124. Well, we got 103 and 106 we can really lock in on.
You think we can grab maybe 103 and 120 for 97 and 187? What do you think, Quasi?
I mean, we can try it.
We're not gaining any pick, but we're moving close. We're moving further up the board.
Yeah,
I mean, I like
187.
They might not do that. We can offer it to them. We can offer it to them, We can let's see if they'll do that, and they'll do that. They'll do 103 and 141 for 97.
Try 120. I know these guys over here. I know how they think because I used to work with some of their guys. 187 and then have them throw us back 188.
So 187 and have them throw us back 188. Let's just offer it. Let's see if we. Nah, they being.
We might be getting
stingy.
greedy. What do you think, Quasi? You're the dealer.
I think you're gonna have to take one of them off.
So we can do So if we want to gain a pick, we can get. I think we can get. If we give them 187, we can probably get 103, 141, and 167.
Yeah,
we can try that.
And that'll give us a 2-for-1, really, because we're gonna gain an extra pick, which I think is still. And we're not only do we gain an extra pick, but it's 20 spots closer, like 20 spots up too. I think that's really good, honestly. If we're willing to take that, let's see if they'll take that. No, these motherfuckers being stingy, ain't they?
No, okay, we gotta get a bit more conservative.
Okay, so let's see. Let's see if all right. So they'll definitely do that.
Try to get 178.
Yeah, let's see if they'll give us 178. I think we can run with 178.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see how we're feeling with that.
They seem to
That
Here we go.
Oh,
about time, Titans. God dang, we wheeling and dealing in the war room.
I was not expecting that.
All right, first pick of the 4th round.
All right, let's review the picks we already made so far.
We only made one.
Oh, Jesus.
We're doing a lot of moving. Quasi, we're doing a lot of moving and not a lot.
Let's make some picks. Let's make some picks.
All right.
We need some players on the team now. So we win offense. We know B-Flow. I know this is you right here. We gotta, we want to obviously get you a player that you have confidence
I like Ty
in.
and I like Kobe.
Okay, so boom, we go to corner. So Kobe's there. And the other one was what? Ty? You talking about Ty Robin? You talking about Nebraska?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I like that kid, but we can probably get him with the 141, probably even lower than that. Maybe he is moving up the board a little bit. He used to be ranked in the 150s. My opinion, I know you're the defensive guy. I would say Kobe here.
Yeah.
But hey.
Yeah, definitely not Ty yet. Definitely not Ty yet. Yeah, because when we cut Okuda, we're gonna have to have somebody fill that spot. So I think
I liked Okuda when you went out and actually recruited that kid. I thought you really had confidence.
Yeah, no, that was Quasi's guy. That was Quasi's guy.
Oh, that was Quasi's guy?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was excited about that pick when you guys kind of collaborated on
valued,
that.
Early first rounders you can get for cheap. No offense, Quasi. I'm gonna do what I can with him, but I can't promise nothing.
Just don't make me as the head coach do the hard part of cutting him when we got to call him in the office. Let's make sure you guys call him in the office and give him that conversation. I think that'd be the right thing, especially because you guys went out your way and recruited him and kind of told him that he has a fair shot here.
Yeah. Well, let's draft his replacement. Let's go Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Go Kobe.
Kobe Bryant, you are a Minnesota Viking.
Let's go.
Are you ready? You about to be starting. You're gonna be CB1 after next year. That's a fact.
That Kyle Williams guy is just sitting up there.
Yeah, so Quasi, I gotta say, coming from the offensive-minded guy that I am, I'm definitely gonna look at wide receiver here. I like Kyle Williams. He looks like he's probably the best. Hold on, let me see. Let me click on. Let's see who else we got here at wide receiver here. He looks like he may be the best option at the moment as far as graded players. We know how I feel about some of these players that are going to be towards the bottom, but we don't need to get them yet. So this would be my argument right here. All right, my argument would be to go either Kyle Williams. All right, and we can double back on defense here too. I'm kind of happy with the Gray Zabel pick. We did boost up our offense. We got Justin Jefferson. I'm excited about my young quarterback to get out there and roll. I don't think we need to focus too much, but I would say it would be him or Brashard Smith because I kind of know this kid can catch the ball. He's versatile. Aaron Jones is probably going to be out next year, most likely.
I really like Brashard Smith.
Brashard to be a guy, Quasi, that I think would benefit our football team sooner than later. So this would be something that I would want to take a chance on.
We probably do need a running back right now. Make the call.
Brashard Smith. How you doing, man? You ready to be a Minnesota Viking? Let's go. Now get to practice. No, that's a good pick. Let's get it. All right, so we're back on the.
Who's the best available? We're looking at best available kind of now.
All right, best available. All right, so best available still showing Kyle Williams, but we got a safety there, which I don't know if we need to go safety, but that's on you, B-Flow. Your boy Billy Bowman's there. Ty Robinson's there. I mean, if you really want to get Ty Robinson, we got 2 picks left.
Ty. Let's get some depth on that defensive line.
All right, yep, I like that. All right, I like that, man. Ty, you're a Minnesota Viking. I can't wait to get you out there, brother. I think you're going to be really good for this organization, man.
Last pick of the draft.
Last pick of the draft. Kwesi, the honorable mention, always and forever. You always have to leave your impact on these drafts. And pick number 178 is solely based on you. What do you think this team can benefit from, man?
Let's take a look at the tight end position. I know we're super deep in that class right now.
Well, we lost our superstar third stringer, Johnny Munt. So, you know that was my guy. And I tried to talk you into letting us keep him. I wanted him to retire a Minnesota Viking. He was one of my favorite players of all times. But, things didn't work out. So replacing that would be nice. I appreciate you considering that, Kwesi.
Let's go. I mean, at this point, it's a crapshoot anyway. Let's go to TEU. Luke Lachey.
Luke Lachey. Let's go.
Yeah.
I like that, man. Tight end 3. He will be Kwesi. One thing I can promise you, I will make him the best tight end 3 to have ever played in the NFL. All right. Like, you think Johnny Munt was a good tight end 3? Wait till I show you what I do.
Yeah, he was.
Lachey. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Let's see what they graded us, man. They probably fucked us over. We got a B-. All right, so look, they're hating on
PFF. Whoa.
Like,
yeah, you know what was PFF's grade on Anthony Richardson real quick? Anthony Richardson,
probably a real high
PFF draft.
Oh man,
great. No, I'm about to find out. They gave us an F.
Well, it's all based on where you draft the player too.
Yeah.
So
that was our final mock draft of 2025, guys. I hope you enjoyed
and I actually like this mock. You know what? Like, this mock draft actually low key seems super realistic though, in a way. You know what I mean? Like, I can see the Vikings draft looking similar to this. Like, I can see it, because all these players are going to be available. I mean, Gray Zabel should be available at 24. And even if Kwesi does finesse something where we trade back 3 spots, which is something that he would do. You know what I mean? It's in his tendencies to do something like that and still grab Gray Zabel. I mean, I could see that. Kobe Bryant at corner. I mean, that would be something I would love, but like, I don't know. I think Kobe Bryant's definitely going before the 4th round, though. That's the only thing. Like, I think Kobe's going early 2nd. I mean, I don't think a team's gonna take a flyer on him in the 1st, only because it's 40. But if teams really understand his stature, but like, I'm gonna tell you, with Will Johnson, SK, I don't know if you heard, but Will Johnson's going. He has another injury now. They're talking about with his knee. It was his hamstring, now his knee. Will Johnson is sliding down the board. He went from being a top 10 pick to now he might slide to the beginning of the 2nd round.
Yeah, he'll slide.
He might actually be somebody that Kwesi, oh, you're injured? Oh, yeah. You're injured? Oh, yeah. Let's get you. Because the talent's there. That. You know what I mean? If he gets healthy, bro, like, we know what he can bring to the table. So I wouldn't be surprised if Will Johnson becomes a Minnesota Viking.
Yeah, we know how much Kwesi loves that.
Yeah.
I just want to point out how PFF shitted on our mock draft. This from PFF in the 2023 NFL draft.
Yeah.
The title, the headline, the case for drafting quarterback Anthony Richardson, number 1 overall. This from PFF.com. Number 1, Richardson has the highest ceiling. Number 2, quarterbacks don't need to be exceptionally accurate to be elite. What do the Panthers get? Because they were assuming the Panthers would draft Anthony Richardson. If they draft the Florida quarterback at number 1 overall, they get maybe the best athlete to ever play quarterback in the NFL. On top of that, they'll get a quarterback who's already very polished. Polished at what? Sucking when it comes to managing the pot. By the way, you got to pay for this. The
Anthony Richardson slander is gonna have to relax a little bit.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Is out of control.
No, it's not. It hasn't been done enough. No, these bums
backflip.
have not been held accountable enough. I hate how we let all of these draft experts who are wrong all the time, who swear they know how to talk about quarterbacks and who's going to be good and who's not going to be good. We let them get a pass no matter how wrong they are. I'm not letting it slide. Not this one.
Hey, can I say this? SK? Something that I was semi-right about that's so far so good, I would say, is Joe Milton. I told y'all, it's evidence. I told y'all the Vikings should have got Joe Milton.
No.
Hold on, Randy, you're muted.
There's three
Randy,
quarterbacks.
You're muted, Randy.
I'm muted?
There you go. Now I hear you. Yeah.
What? He wasn't talking. I was.
Oh, you were. Oh, okay. No, because on my screen it looked like he was like pointing and doing this shit. And I couldn't hear. I'm like, what the fuck?
No.
I'm watching my chat on the phone because I can't have two. I don't have two monitors, so I
there's three quarterbacks and they all fall in the same category, and that's Anthony Richardson, Jalen Milroe, and it's Anthony Richardson, Jalen Milroe, and freaking Joe Milton. They're all the same quarterback,
bro.
Just because you can throw the ball really far and really hard doesn't make you a quarterback. Just because you're old,
Joe Milton looked
kind
of good though. Joe Milton looked kind of good though. He looked kind of good, bro.
I don't know. Did PFF tell us?
Very limited time.
Yeah.
I know what Milton is. I know what Milroe is. They're all the same guy, man.
I think Milroe. I will agree with you. I think Milroe and Milton doesn't like to run like that. He's one of those quarterbacks that knows how to run, but he'd rather pass. To where like Anthony Richardson and Milroe, like those two are. I can see them being very similar. Like they're very similar. You know what I'm saying?
We'll see. Sure. We shall see. But I think Rich Gang, it's over for Rich.
Yeah, Gang. Rich Gang over. Yeah. We'll see. I'm hoping we don't play. Do we play the Colts this year? I don't know if we play the Colts this year, man.
Nope.
I'm rooting for him. Then we don't play him, man. I hope Anthony.
He's not gonna be playing. Daniel Jones is.
Yeah, Daniel Jones is going to be.
Is that any better though? Like honestly, like
yes.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Everybody
right there, and he can run.
Yeah,
unless he gets tired. I don't know.
And get shoestring tackled by the fucking ghost. The ghost of John.
But yeah, that was our final mock draft of 2025. We'll see what they do on Thursday. So, but yeah, man, we're wrapping it up. Anything you want to leave the people before we get out of here, fellas?
I will leave the people with I'm excited about what's to come on Thursday. I will be live Thursday. I don't know. I think Randy, I don't know if Randy's going live too. Maybe, maybe not.
Depends.
Obviously there's going to be a plethora of content to consume on Thursday night when it comes to people. My door is always open. If anybody wants to tap in and talk for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever the case may be, man, I'm just going to be kicking it. So whatever anybody want to come tap in and talk Vikings football and what's going to happen, hey, be my guest, man. The door is always open, man, over there, man. And if Randy's live, y'all make sure y'all tap in with bro too. SK, I'm sure you'll be tapping in somewhere. Tap in for 15, 20 minutes with me, man. And yeah, man, we talk about it. So, I'm excited about it, man. And let's get ready, man. Time is flying too. I want to say this. Time's flying, man. It felt like the season was just over yesterday, and we were dreading this long, drawn out process we call the off season, where it's kind of just waiting for things to start picking up. And we're there now, man. We are going to have that slow period, maybe a couple weeks after the draft where kind of things are dead. But after that, man, it's go time, bro. We're about to start getting the footage of Vikings players, our new rookies out there doing their thing and all the video footage coming out on X. And I can't wait, man. I'm excited for it. So let's go, man. Appreciate y'all tonight supporting us.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll do breakdowns of every player that the Vikings select. Yeah. Normally I do the live stream, but this one might be a little bit tough, but I'll keep everybody posted. But content will come out this week. This is going to be a hot week, man. Let's go.
Yeah, it is. We will be back next Monday. So
yeah,
these next I say for these next 2 weeks, because schedule release comes out second week of May. So we'll do next Monday, and then we'll probably take a week off.
Yeah.
Unless we'll see. We
We'll
might
see, man.
come back.
Whatever, man. It's been feeling good, kind of just
Yeah.
getting with you fellas, man. Getting with the bros and talking, man. I
know.
look forward to these, man. These, I feel like we got super good chemistry together, and it's fun, man. Like I don't mind at
Yeah.
all spending an hour and a half on live with y'all once a week, bro. Like
Most
I would do it
definitely.
more. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
appreciate this shit. I like
Love
I
it.
love Purple Parlor, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button on the way out if you haven't
Absolutely.
already, because that pushes it. And hit that share button, man. Spread the word about Purple Parlor, man. Because when the season comes, we taking this shit to the moon, man. You know what I mean? Like we got big plans. We gonna definitely do upgrades. I'm sure us three, y'all think we collaborated on the mock draft. We gonna really collaborate when it comes to getting this show popping and adding new things, man. Shout out to SK, always putting together games and shit the past couple weeks we can play with the drafting. So big ups to him, man, for being innovative. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. I mean,
make sure y'all tap in.
when we're in the short, like not short, but the slow part of the off season, look, we're gonna be pouring it up. We're gonna be drinking. We're gonna be shooting this shit for real. So those might be some of the more fun shows. So make sure you guys stay tuned in. But like I said, for sure next Monday after the draft, and then possibly the Monday following that. But absolutely for the schedule release as well. So
because
man.
Skullfest schedule, once schedule release, man,
Yes.
the day the schedule release comes out is the same day the Skullfest date will be released.
Yes,
So
sir.
be tapped
Yeah,
in.
make sure you go follow Skullfest MN on Twitter/X. We got a page for it now, so be sure to go follow that. But if you don't already, make sure you follow, like, and subscribe to hear at Purple Parlor on YouTube as well. We are on Spotify, and then we are also on Instagram and TikTok. God, I'm old. So make sure you guys give us a follow, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We greatly appreciate it, guys. Until next time, it is your boy SK. I'm here with Realistic Randy Rap. This is the Purple Parlor. Peace out.
I say the same. I say the same. I say the same.